Hey everyone, it's Patee here. Welcome to my little yoga videos. Today I have brought you to the great outdoors. I'm in Worth Park, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it's a gorgeous 70 degrees out today and sunny. The ground's not very green yet because it's only March 31st, but it's pretty beautiful out. So I wanted to bring you along and share with you a really short and simple beginning yoga sequence that pretty much anyone can do. This little sequence is going to focus on awakening the spine, which I think is just a great starting place for anybody who wants to get moving and cultivate more health in their life, because the spine obviously houses our nervous system. When you move your spine and all of the different directions that it can move in, you help to tone your internal organs and your endocrine glands. You also stimulate and activate some really potent energy channels and energy centers that live along the length of your spine. So it's a great place to start. And as they say in yoga, a flexible spine equals a flexible mind. So test that out for yourself and see what you find. I did not mean to be rhyming that much, but so I'm going to get myself set up and guide you through this really simple little sequence, and I hope that you'll join me. We're going to start in child's pose. So come down onto your hands and knees, ease the hips back and down, separate your knees a little bit to create some space for your belly. Relax here and take a couple deep breaths. If there's anything uncomfortable about the position, just at this point in the practice, make it work for you. And we're going to breathe out completely. With your next inhalation, we're going to rise up, coming onto hands and knees into tabletop. Make sure the hands are right beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And moving into something called cat-cow to warm up our spine. We're going to breathe out, round the back, taking the chin to the chest and breathing in, extending the spine. Drop your belly, reach your chest forward and up and gaze towards the sky. Breathing out, rounding the back. This is cat position. Tailbone tucks under. Breathing in, extend your spine. This is cow position. The belly drops and we roll the shoulders back and down. Breathing out, round your spine. Let the back of the body stretch open. And breathing in, extending your spine. Try to take your gaze towards the ceiling. Last time, exhale. Squeeze the air out as you round your back. And with your inhalation, come to neutral once again. And we're going to take an easy twist through the spine. Press your left hand down into the floor. Inhale, stretch your right arm way up. Breathing out, right hand to the floor. Inhale, left arm rises, opening the chest. Exhaling, left hand to the floor. Breathe in, lift your right arm. Breathing out, right hand down. Inhaling, left arm rises. And exhaling, left hand to the floor. And once again, letting yourself extend your spine, open your chest and breathe in. Exhale, round your spine, cat tuck. Inhaling, come back to neutral and back to child's pose. So if your hips don't rest to the heels, no big deal. You can keep them lifted as much as you need to. And if your head doesn't rest to the floor, cross your forearms and rest your head onto your forearms. We're going to move into what I call the exotic cat-cow sequence. So we're going to repeat the exercise that we previously did, but we're going to add a side-to-side motion. So from tabletop position, as you begin inhaling, reach the right side of your rib cage out towards the right, and then exhaling, circle it up towards the ceiling, over to the left, and then through center into cat arch. And then continue in that way. So this is pretty organic. It doesn't require any specific alignment. If you can imagine your spine like a spoon that is stirring in a pot, that's kind of what we're going for. We want the spine to move in all directions. And your hips are going to move a little bit, your shoulders are going to move a little bit, your head's going to continue to move. Feel free to let the elbows bend a little bit. Try to circle a few times in each direction. And like I said, there's no perfect way to do this. If you can simply try to initiate a little bit of movement from the rib cage, reaching it out to one side and reaching it up towards the ceiling and over to the other side and then down towards the floor. You'll be getting the general idea. So as you complete that, just let yourself come to neutral, and then we're going to walk the hands forward in space and lower the chest and the forehead towards the floor. Now your hips are going to stay lifted in this position, slightly up above the knees, and sometimes this is called puppy pose, and it just is a nice way of elongating from fingers all the way back through the tailbone. And as you exhale, lift the belly up and walk those hands back nice and easy. And then return to child's pose. And you can sweep your arms back alongside the legs and just take a few deep breaths. And as you breathe here, let the breath help create a little bit of movement along your back and along your spine. And feel free to keep resting in child's pose. If you want to challenge yourself, if you want a little bit more intensity, let's take down dog for a few breaths. This is a real traditional yoga pose. You can just start in your tabletop, tuck the toes, and then lift those hips. And what I'd like to encourage you to do is explore some of the movements that we just did on our hands and knees in your down dog. So you can arch your back and round your back. It's nice here to pedal out your feet like you're walking your dog, warming up the hamstrings, letting the hips sway. Taking a three-legged dog, letting one leg lift up high and then the other one. Those are all great options. Down dog sometimes is practiced in a really boring way with no movement, but I guarantee dogs love to move. So let your dog move a little bit. And then you can find stillness, right? And take a couple breaths. And then relaxing. Come back down into your child's pose and just breathe. And notice how you feel from awakening your spine and awakening your body. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful day. I hope you're feeling alive and well. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.